Okay, this is part 7 of the messing with Unity. Let's make a side scroller. In this one, I think I'm going to start messing about trying to make collision work. I might just start with adding a few components, like player ship at the moment has movement, it has transform, it has a weapon controller, but it doesn't have any form of collision. So if first off I want to add a rigid body, and don't use gravity because that'll really confuse things. Then I'm gonna add a box collider, or might add a capsule collider. Let's zoom in a bit. Now I need to make this a bit littler. Actually, no, a sphere collider would do it, wouldn't it? Let's remove this, sorry. Sphere collider. And our sphere collider will lower the radius down a bit. I don't like that. I might just do a box collider because this is just a bit. See, I don't like the fact that that goes like that though. I think the only thing for me is actually going to be a mesh collider. I didn't really want to make one, but there we go. Now the mesh collider is actually hopefully going outside of this. So if I remove my, that's fine, that's fine. Okay. Now my sphere, has that already got a collider on it? No. And my cube, that's got a box collider. I want to take that off there. Cube, why have I got a cube on there? Oh, that's right, that cube there is. Okay. Let's remove that. Because it's basically this. And we just want the mesh collider there. Okay. Now I'll apply that so that it keeps it within the actual prefab. The next thing I want to play with is the bullet. So I'll add a if I do that, I'm going to have to instantiate a plonk one here so I can see. Add a component, capsule collider, height of 0.2 and a radius of 0.2, no, 0.1, so a height of 0.1 as well, I think 0.05. I don't really like that, that's being a bit special. Let's actually take a look at this in 3D space because it's I'm not too struck on that capsule collider, to be fair. Damn it. You know what I'm going to end up doing? Let's remove that. Let's turn this sphere remove the sphere collider. Let's turn this back into a sphere. Yeah. Okay. Then when we add component sphere collider, okay. Now let's do the mesh renderer. Now let's go to the bullet prefab. I have a feeling that this is a bit big. 0.2, no, 0.1. I'm gonna say 0.1. I'm gonna go over here. Let's apply that. Let's give it a go and see what we get. This one doesn't require a trigger. This does require a rigid body though. And again, no gravity, otherwise I'll get really just start flopping downwards. Let's press play. Did that just go the wrong way? Yes. No, maybe not. No, that's fine. Okay. Let's apply and delete that. Bullet prefab, delete. Okay, so let's press play and start shooting. If I have any, did I have? Yeah, I've got 10 ammo. That's fine. Now, I think I want to edit the bullet script itself. So if I have a go into here and go to the bullet script. It's not on trigger enter. There we go, that'll do. Right, so on trigger enter, this will happen whenever it enters a trigger box of any sort. So what I'm going to have to do is go on to here, add a rigid body to these with no gravity, and also add a sphere collider will be fine. It hasn't got to be exact. So is trigger. So now let's pop that into the thing there. Now the sphere collider needs to really be a little bit smaller than the thing itself. Also, I want to make sure these don't have colliders on, so that's got a sphere collider on as well. Let's remove that, and the other one, remove that. So there's those, but our sphere collider here is trigger. Okay. Turn off the mesh renderers and have a look at this. How big are these? So I think it should be like 0.4. Let's turn their mesh renderers on again. 0.3. 0.4 will just get there. I think it's gonna. It's not good. Right, I think what I need to do next is grab these two, duplicate them. Did that just duplicate the entire asteroid brick? Seriously? No. Delete that. Let's grab this. Let's go here. Duplicate those. And then rotate them. Just so it looks like it should smash into stuff, sort of thing. Bit of a weird sort of thing, but let's do that and apply. So now it's got a sphere collider. The spheres don't. And the sphere collider is a sphere around the edges of it. So that actually looks a bit better, doesn't it? And it's set is trigger. So now I want to actually tag this. So I'm going to add a tag. Asteroid. So basically, if an item is tagged asteroid, do something. Basically, so let's apply that. So now back to my bullet thing. So if other dot other dot tag if asteroid equals other dot tag, then do something. Theoretically that would do that. Yeah. Let's just try that. Let's press play. Okay, that destroyed it. Some more asteroids over here. Also, I think the bullet should also get destroyed. Okay, let's have a think of this. And theoretically it should do that anyway, irrelevant to what it's hitting. So let's give that a go. Boom. Right, now let's see if it, because we don't want it to go through asteroids, so basically it'll only hit one. It won't hit all of them, if you know what I mean. So it can't just go bump and go straight through, even though. Right, so that was basically it. That's pretty cool. So we have the startings of some sort of collision. Now the player needs to also be able to collide in the same way. It's basically this, almost. But let's copy this for a minute. See, I should have like a player stats here, really, shouldn't I? And that it affects the player stats, because it's just its movement. But then again, player stats shouldn't actually really have to deal with it. I'll just do it in player movement controller for now. Yeah. Okay. If see, this is where player stats would come in handy. So I'm not going to do that part. I'm literally just going to have it destroy our player. So basically, if it hits there, it destroys the asteroid and the player. Now, obviously, that's not a lot of use right this second, but at least it'll kind of do the whole, okay, we can collide and we'll lose a life or something whenever we, what's it? I'll have to deal with creating like a player stats sort of thing. Okay, that didn't do. Why did that not do? Let's stop that for a second. Okay, let's check my player prefab. I have a rigid body. I've got a mesh collider. So it should work. What does my mesh collider look like? Get rid of my renderer. And get rid of that renderer, and let's see the mesh collider. I can't see it. Does the mesh collider only exist if a mesh is rendered? Otherwise, I'm just going to end up having to do a box collider or something, which is rather annoying. I think I will just do a box collider now. That's just being a bit special. Let's remove that. Add a component. Box collider. I know it's a bit finicky and not quite what I'd want, really. But I suppose I'll tell you what we'll do. If it interacts with this part of the if it hits the this part, then we die. Otherwise, it's irrelevant to the glass part, if you like. What I'll probably do then is the sphere 0.3, 0.2. Yeah, the sphere's gone a bit shorter, I think. That's a bit special, I think. But, yeah. And also 0.6, and move it not downwards, whoops. Move it backward a bit. I don't know. I'm just gonna. That'll do. It's a bit weird, but. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do. It's a strange sort of thing, but boom, died. Yeah. It's actually getting affected by the thing, so I need to change that a little bit. I think the spawn point needs to be a plus of half of the thingy plus a little bit more, so it'll spawn about here or something instead. Yeah, that's probably a bit more usable. Let's make a public offset for it then. Bullet. Public spawn offset. That's going to be a float. So the spawn offset will affect transform position, position plus spawn offset. Can I do it that way? No. Plus spawn offset. And then my spawn offset is going to be a vector 3. Public vector 3. So I can set the vector 3 of the spawn offset there. And I don't need that. Theoretically that should be doable. So I just add the spawn offset of whatever it was. So how big is this again? Sorry. 1. So spawn offset of 0.5 perhaps, I'm going to say. So if I go to the bullet prefab, spawn offset and the Y at 0.6. Let's run that and see if that works. Not the Y. Sorry, the X even. The Y, seriously. Spatial awareness in this still does seem to knock it back a bit. That's pretty cool. It's got like a recoil, but no. So 0.7. Let's give that another go. Come on, there we go. Ah, run out. Boom, dead. Okay, so we actually have the startings of what feels like a game of some sort, I suppose. Our asteroids are looking a bit more like a weird shaped cookie. But hopefully that is fine. Let's delete that asteroid prefab for now. Player ship prefab. It's pretty much of a muchness. I think we have a winner. Okay, that'll do for the moment. We've spent almost 25 minutes on doing this. It was supposed to be like a 5-10 minute thing. Kind of got a bit carried away and did sort of like the bullets and the player and stuff. This is nowhere near completed as far as codes for this is concerned, but it's the start of a collision thing. Now I may move that out of the player controller into some sort of something else, but in player movement controller, I might rename player movement controller just to be player controller or something. I don't know, because that seems a bit overly modular, if you like. But yeah, so I think we'll call that done for this episode or part, and then I'm going to get another coffee, sit down and relax a bit, think on what I want to do next, and I'll see you in the next part shortly. Thanks a lot for watching and have a great evening.